One of the most painful things when it comes to setting up your own personal knowledge management system isn't the saving, isn't the curating, it's organizing. So often you spend more time making folders, nesting folders, searching for folders, versus actually using all of the knowledge you've accumulated. And this really was a problem that we wanted to tackle with Recall, and we've done it through automatic organization of tagging. So what is a tag? When you come to a piece of content, so let's say I've got this 4 hour long podcast on the state of AI in 2026, and I click the Recall browser extension. Of course, there's many ways to add content. There's the mobile app, there's adding content directly in app. It's just that the browser extension is my favorite. You can see, of course, you've got the instant summary of the podcast, but something that you might not have noticed is it's also gotten automatically tagged. So you can see here it's been placed under Business and Technology AI. So if you open this up, you can see that this tag, Business and Technology, aligns with an existing tagging system that was already in Recall. So you can see I've got Business and Technology, I've got AI, and now I have this episode, which I've just saved. So if I close this up and head over to the home page, this left-hand panel are all of my tags. And if I select one, so let's say movies, I will then see all of the content that I have saved that's tagged with movies. But one of the core characteristics of tags is that one piece of content doesn't have to just be associated with a single tag. For example, if we came back to our YouTube video that we were just looking at, I can also add a second tag to it. I could say AI in 2026, and I can also nest it. So I can hit the / sign and say, Lex Friedman. And what that's done is created a new tag called AI in 2026. If I expand it, we've got Lex Friedman, and there we go. We have got my YouTube video. And the concept is something doesn't have to live in a single place. It could live under this tag and in another. And of course, we always have our semantic search. So regardless of where you place something, it's always easy for you to find again. Let's spend a little bit of time cleaning this up because I didn't really want these new tags. So what I could do is take everything under AI in 2026, which I've just made, and I can drop it into the AI tag. And if I still think this is too much, actually, I didn't want all of that nesting, I can click delete and I can say also delete subtags. And what it will do is it will delete that AI in 2026 tag as well as that Lex Friedman tag and just collapse it all under one. I can also edit my tags right here. For example, if I wanted this tag edited, I can just go ahead and click that edit button and I can rename this to AI 2026. And then if I head over to this card, you can see that tag automatically changed. Now that I think you've got a good hang for the way tagging works in Recall, I'm going to use this tutorial as an opportunity to clean up my recipes. So if we collapse this, head over to our home page, and I click on recipe, you can see that the AI has done a great job of at least tagging all of my recipes with the tag recipe. But now I have the opportunity to customize it a little based on whatever it is that I want. So these are some of the new features that we've just launched with the updated tag tree. The idea is, as much as the AI can find the right place and put your content in it, we also want to give you a bit more customization and flexibility so you can make it your own. So here I have a couple different tags: cocktails, food, Indian, instant pot. I want to start from scratch. I don't want these sub tags anymore. So what I'm going to do is I can bulk select them. I'm holding down Command on my keyboard and I'm selecting cocktails, food, and the rest of the list. And I'm going to go ahead and click delete. Now, there are also some sub tags in here. I want to delete them as well. And what's important to note is you're not deleting the actual content. You're just deleting the tags. So when I do that, whatever was in there will automatically just collapse. And I can also do some tidying up. So here I see something called Untitled card. That must just been a rogue card that I created. I can delete it from the left-hand panel, which is great. And now I want to spend a little bit of time creating some new tags. So I'd like my recipes organized under starters, mains, and desserts. So let's go ahead and add that. When I hover over the recipe tag and click the plus button, I can create a new tag called starter. I can create Okay, and now I have my 3 tags, and this was actually a really big feature request, the ability to create your own tags without needing to have content associated with it. Previously, you had to save a piece of content and only then add a tag, and now you can create your tags first. So this is awesome. And now what I can do is, from the side panel, hold down Command once again, and select a couple of my starters, so agadashi tofu, my baked brie, my chicken wontons, and holding down that command, I can now multi-select and drag all 3 of them and drop them, poof, into starters. So there we go. You can see that I've just already started to bring a bit of customization to my tagging. Additionally, you can do this from the home page. So for example, while I'm on all my recipes, let's say I'd like to sort it alphabetically, so it's a little easier for me to see. Something I can do right here is just hover over it and click this checkbox button. And I can select avocado mousse, baked Alaska, caramel nut tart, my chocolate protein millionaire shortbread. And I can hit this tag button. And what I can do is say, select recipe and dessert. So it's already sorted by your most recently used tags. And I'm going to remove the recipe tag because I just want to keep it nested. I can click done, and what you can see is all those recipes have been moved into the left-hand panel under dessert. So that's a really easy way for you to bulk assign tags. Let's head over to some of the other features that we have in the left panel. And I'm going to go ahead and collapse all of it and just expand it so we have more space. I can click filter. If I now wanted to see those starters again, I can just type in starter and it will just clean up that left-hand panel and just focus on whatever it found there. Additionally, I can sort. So I had it sorted by alphabetical and ascending, but we can do it by created date or last updated date. And one of our most requested features was being able to order something manually. So for example, if I go into my journals and I look at 2025, right now it's ordered alphabetically. And if I change it to manual, what I can now do is have the ability to just drag and drop it into my preferred order. So I obviously want January at the top and August after September. And that's an easy way that you can just drag and drop your tags around in any manual order that you prefer. So even more customization. And the last thing I'll leave you with is if you don't want to see your tag tree, you can just collapse it. So you can expand and collapse it depending on your use case. I hope that you enjoy all of the latest updates to the tag tree. Keep us posted on how it goes. We would love your feedback as always.